not the enemy who kills them, it's just the weather and the terrain which kills them every day. These forces, when they need something, without much fuss, quickly it should happen.
क्या एयरफोर्स के लोगों ने दाम बढ़ाया या नरेंद्र मोदी प्रधानमंत्री जी ने स्वयं दाम बढ़ाया?
Now the entire world knows what kind of aircraft we are buying and what capabilities it has. This is not the way to conduct your defense, all right?
Hope you haven't gotten a thing of what's going on. Let me explain this to you in full detail. First of all, what is Rafale? China, Pakistan, where are our forces? What do we have? Well, this is what we have. 550 combat aircrafts. We have two enemy countries, China and Pakistan. If China and Pakistan wages war at the same time, India needs 800 combat airplanes in order to defend. First of all, why the Air Force? For the soldiers who are defending on the ground, Air Force plays a crucial role in the combat. Every country has their own Air Force. India also has. In fact, India is the fourth largest Air Force in the world. In 1980s, we had 800 combat airplanes, but when it comes to 2001, it got reduced to 700. 100 airplanes have become old and they have been removed from service. The Chief of the Staff has informed the government that we need 100 jets. The BJP government, which is in rule at the time, asked to submit a report. So the Indian Air Force Department went into an investigation and research for 4 years. In those days, we don't have the technology of manufacturing the military jets. There are only two options. Either we have to import the jets from other countries, or we need to purchase the technology and manufacture here itself. So in 2005, IAF has come up with a report, but they only have to submit to Congress government because BJP has lost the elections and Congress came into rule. So Congress have studied the report and came up with a beautiful plan. Import few jets from other countries and the rest of them we manufacture here itself. So in 2008, various aerospace companies have been invited to tender. After evaluating all of them, IAF has declared only two companies can manufacture the jets meeting all the requirements, and they are Dassault Aviation from France, Eurofighter Typhoon from Europe. In 2012, these two companies were called for bidding, and of course, whoever bids to manufacture the jets with low price wins the deal. So in this bidding, Dassault wins the project because it has quoted a low price, and the deal is like this. 18 aircrafts must be imported directly from France. The technology has to be transferred to HAL and manufacture the remaining 108 aircrafts in India. So the total is 126 aircrafts. The name of the aircraft manufactured by Dassault is Rafale, and that's how the name Rafale deal. The advantages of the deal is Indians will get a lot of employment, and in future if we need any aircrafts, we need not go to other countries because we have the technology here, we can manufacture here. By 2014, Congress government failed to put the deal into action. In fact, the deal was still under discussion. France not agreeing to few conditions set by India, India not agreeing to conditions set by France. So in 2014, again BJP came into rule. Again reviewed the deal thoroughly and they came up with a conclusion. Now the major task is to strike a line of balance to these conditions set by these two countries. See, what we need is more than 200 aircrafts, but we don't even have one. And the deal is still in discussion. What the hell are you gonna do if war breaks out? So the government has decided to scrap the old deal aside and come up with a new deal. By 2015, we have only 550 combat airplanes. IAF needs the aircraft on a high priority.
भारत में फाइटर एयरक्राफ्ट की क्रिटिकल ऑपरेशनल नेसेसिटी का ध्यान में रखते हुए मैंने राष्ट्रपति जी से 36 रफाल जेट्स फ्लाई अवे कंडीशन में जल्द से जल्द दोनों सरकार के समझौतों के माध्यम से खरीदने की बात की है.
All the conditions put together, they refer to as offset clause. So this 2015 offset clause looks like this. Dassault must invest 50% of the total amount in Indian defense companies. And because manufacturing is done in France, they must import 30% of the components from India. It's a good idea. It's a beautiful plan because 50% of the money is coming back to us. So the Prime Minister has decided, let's settle the discussions first and make something happen for real. In 2016, Dassault has agreed upon all the conditions and there we go, the deal is signed.
Your time
wait. We Indians haven't agreed yet. We have turned it into a controversy. The opposition party has questions on the deal.
पहला सवाल, हवाई जहाज की प्राइस को 526 करोड़ रुपए से 1600 करोड़ रुपए किसने बढ़ाई?
Price. In 2014, the deal value is 66,000 crores. Number of aircrafts 126. In 2019, deal value is 59,000 crores, but the number of jets is just 36. So this is the argument. In those days, the value of one aircraft is 560 crores, but now it has gone up 1,670 crores. In 4 years' time, the aircraft value has gone up 1,000 crores. What kind of a deal is this? So the Defense Ministry stated that the new deal has 13 specific enhancements demanded by the IAF. It's not there in the old deal. Warranty and maintenance, advanced weaponry. The Defense Ministry is again stating, even if you remove all the extra features and compare just the aircraft alone, it would cost 450 crores now in 2019. But according to Congress deal, 570 crores. Congress didn't agree to this. They have demanded to put all the price details to public. BJP didn't agree to this because Dassault has already announced in the agreement that individual component prices not to be revealed. In order to respect the national security, BJP is not willing to reveal the fighter jet components. If Congress were to make the same deal today, it would cost for them 70,000 crores, but we have made it for 60,000 and saved 10,000 crores. But Rahul Gandhi denied it. He threw words like BJP using public money, it's a scam, they are giving 30,000 crores to Ambani. Now let's look at the offset clause controversy. HAL has a lot of experience, how can I give it to Ambani? They have zero experience, they don't even know how to manufacture a screw. For which Defense Minister replied, you check with the French, you check with Dassault. The French government replied, HAL failed to finish even the existing projects. How do you think we'll make a deal with it? We need a company which is committed to time and delivery. So we had to start our own company. So they decided to construct a plant in Nagpur and they successfully opened it in 2018. This is where all the manufacturing happens. For sure 36 aircrafts are not sufficient, but still Congress failed to get even one. So DRAL fulfills all the conditions set by Dassault and the first aircraft will be delivered in October 2019. And on a 12 aircrafts per year basis, all the 36 will be delivered by 2022. Both the deals are very much beneficial to India, but Congress failed to execute it. BJP successfully executed it very fast. But if we want to implement the Congress's deal, we have to again go through the selection process, price negotiation, manufacturing, and it might take, we don't know, 8-10 years. And we don't know how many governments will change. And we don't know when the Indian Air Force will get the required number of aircrafts.
The Congress party, which has in the past been headed by great legends, is today headed by a gentleman who doesn't even have a basic understanding of what a combat aircraft is.
Now when it comes to an aircraft, a fighter bomber aircraft, I don't know why this was not articulated properly. What I am saying is, you buying an airplane, not a missile, all right? They're talking about a bare aircraft and a loaded aircraft. Once it is loaded, is it enough? I'm asking. It is loaded once, is it enough? So how many loads do you want to have? Whatever armament it has, how many times do you want to reload it? You want to tell the whole world, we've got only 12 reloads? I'm asking, is that a sensible thing to do?
Not at all.
So maybe we have 50 reloads, maybe we have 100 reloads, we don't want to tell you. It's nobody's business to know, even I should not know, you should not know, because if you and me know, everybody in the world will know. So are you buying a missile or an aircraft? When you buy an aircraft and there are specific armaments designed for us, how many reloads do you want? Suppose you get into your battle tomorrow, how many reloads do you want? One will do, somebody thinks one will do, unfortunate.